Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night. Whenever you are seeing this, I hope you are good. So today guys, we're going to be doing a pick a card reading, and this is going to be one a little bit different from the usual full moon and new moon we usually do. The topic of this one is how can you release the thing that you've been saying you need to release? Like that's literally what came up when I was pulling these cards. I was like, I want to do a spread about, what you need to know before leaving 2023, but I don't want it to just be what you need to know before leaving 2023. I wanted it to be a little more specific. So what came to me was, what about that thing that you've been said you was going to let go of, you've been said you was going to release, you've been said you were going to deal with it, and you haven't dealt with it yet? What are you going to do about it now? Basically, I think that we can really choose to make a turning point in our lives if we want to right now. We could choose to do things differently, feel differently about these things, the situations that we're in. Like, you can choose now to make a stand and not let these things that you've been fighting and battling for the last 12 months, 18 months, 10 years, not let these things continue to beat you down. Now we know that the true new year is in spring, by the spring equinox in March. So I don't want you guys to feel pressure to let go of whatever these cards say by January 1st, but I do want this to be something you work on while we are in winter. And come March, I don't want this to be a problem for you anymore. You guys are in control of your mind, you're in control of your body, and there's no reason to have any excuses. There's no reason to, keep dealing with something that has been holding you down for so long. This is your opportunity to deal with it. This is your opportunity to make a stand and fight for your faith, fight for your belief in yourself, fight for your confidence, fight for your boundaries. You have to. And the alternative is lying down and just kind of allowing life to tell you what you're supposed to be doing versus you telling life what you are going to be doing and who you are going to be. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. The Black Friday sale has begun on Pixie. If you guys are interested, you can shop my herbal products, all of them, the bath blends, the yoni steams, the tea blends, the loose herbal blends, everything, the pre-rolls, everything is going to be on sale for this week. The code to use is grateful to save 33%. So make sure you guys check it out. There's going to be some good deals. Any custom crystal piece that you buy, you're going to get a free crystal ring as well. And there's a few different free gifts if you spend 50 or $100. So make sure you guys check into it. And of course, you can book any session with me that you're interested in. Listen to the podcast, tap into the book club and the online community and all of that down below in the description. Let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together. And then I'm going to show you guys the card selection. 4 piles today, like we've been doing. We're going to keep it going. So we have 4 piles. Choose whichever pile is calling to you. Check the top of the description box for the timestamp, and I'll see you guys at your reading. Let's begin with some deep breaths. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling 3 times together. Let's begin. All right, everyone, here is our card pile selection from left to right. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Remember to pause here if needed. Do not second guess yourself. Choose whichever pile is calling to you. Then check the top of the description box for your timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, guys, we have 10 cards for everybody. So I don't know how long this reading is going to be, but we're going to get into some things, okay? Is it 10 cards or more? It's actually more than 10 cards. We have 6, 9, we have 13 cards for everybody. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Group 1, let's see what we have for you. What is going on with that thing that you've been needing to let go of? How are you going to be able to let it go now? How are you going to be able to maneuver in this season? So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Ace of Wands. The 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So with this 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords energy, I feel like you guys are reaching the end of this cycle of stress. I feel like you are in a space where you were really feeling stuck, really feeling trapped. And now you don't necessarily feel stuck or trapped anymore, but you're still bummed, you're still down, your energy is still low. But we have this Ace of Wands, bringing in new creative skills, bringing in new talents, new crafts, new joy, new happiness, new passion, meeting new people, expressing love in different ways, bringing that fire sign energy into your life. So whether you're a fire sign or not, it's time to get back to that fire energy, that creative creativity, that passion, that purpose, walking in your light, lighting up a room, letting your talent speak for you, letting the best parts of you speak for you and lead you versus just, being down and being led by, stress and anxiety and worry. So yeah, I feel like you guys are a little delusional. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through stress, it takes a lot for you to feel like you can handle it. It takes a lot for you to feel like you can, do what it takes to free yourself from it. The weight of it is insane. So maybe think about going to therapy. Think about creating a treatment plan if you guys have anxiety or depression, because I feel like you guys are kind of consistently, bouncing from feeling like you're so stuck and so trapped to feeling like you're not really stuck, but you still don't have a way to move forward, So you guys have to be able to move past that and get to the creativity, get to the joy, get to the purpose of you being in this space. It could mean, creating something new to do. We also have all tied up. For you guys. So you keeping yourself bound is a really, 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 really big thing. You guys have to release that stuff. You have to release yourself. You have to free yourself and just kind of challenge yourself to step into a new space, We also have kite. This says vacation. Kite vacation. So possibly taking a vacation, even getting a hotel room in your current area. Maybe that can be a goal that you guys do before the end of the year. But y'all need to get out of your current situation. If you have a lot of stress going on at home, in your relationships, in your friendships, on your job, just across the board, it's going to be way, 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 way harder for you to pull into this creative energy because you're so bogged down with stress, with worry. You're so overwhelmed. It takes a lot of energy to be creative. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of freedom to be creative. Let me say that, because it's really not hard to come up with a masterpiece. But what does everybody say that comes up with a hit single or a great idea? That they weren't even trying. Like, the law of least effort is a real thing. Read the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Group 1. But the law of least effort is a serious thing. You should not have to stress and work yourself to the bone and kill yourself trying to get your blessings, because what good is a blessing going to be if you're worn down, disgusted, busted, toe up, just totally broken down by the time you get there? God doesn't want that for you. God doesn't want you to get to the end of your blessing and be so worn out that you can barely make it across the finish line. God wants you to walk boldly across the finish line. You might, have your arm in a sling. You might be a little bruised up, but you want to walk across that space. You don't want to make it there, but make it there from a space where you're feeling drained. It took you so much fighting to get there. You have to constantly fight yourself every day. Like, you have to stop becoming your worst enemy. Your mind has to be a space where you can trust yourself. You can have faith. You can have hope. And I feel like it's time for you guys to step into that. I feel like you guys are going to have an opportunity, maybe an opportunity to travel or go on a vacation, but you're going to have something that's going to bring you out of this rut. So just go with it. We also have something important, such as a new job or a raise. And we have blossoming abundance as well. So if you guys have been stressed about money, financial stuff, if y'all have been having to take care of people, I feel like that's something y'all have been worried about. Some of y'all have been, a caretaker, just not voluntarily, but maybe you had to step up to the plate because nobody else was going to. But this is about you pouring back into you. I feel like you're definitely going to be very, very blessed for everything that you've been doing. But again, you want to make sure that you can bask in the blessings and make the most of the blessings instead of being in a space where it just beats you down. Now, we also have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman, and we have broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Dealings or relationship with an older woman and wish will not be granted. So for some of us, I feel like we might have older sister issues, mom issues, even an aunt, a caregiver. I feel like some of us, you might have an issue with an older woman in your life. Maybe this person passed away before you were able to, kind of reconcile with them or really reconnect with them. Or maybe you tried to reconnect with this person and it didn't work out and you're still hopeful. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you guys, a part of this stress that you guys are feeling is coming from like the lack of maybe feminine support. So, if you guys are lacking in community, if you're lacking in mentorship and guidance, whatever the case may be, I think that could also be, leading to your stress, especially if you're taking care of a lot of people or you're showing up for a lot of people and you need that same support and it's not connecting. So yeah, I feel like you guys are definitely going to be making peace. We also have peaceful resolution and forgiveness. Peaceful resolution and forgiveness, Group 1. So it might be time for you guys to release, the pain of the situation from the past. It might be time for you to realize why you had to be in that space. It might be time for you to just kind of, understand what you needed to pull from that, whether it's so you don't treat someone else the same way, whether it's so you can step into a different space and a different energy, whatever the case may be. You want to be able to trust yourself, to pour into yourself, and lean into this resolution. I think this resolution is going to make it a lot easier for you to move forward. It can be really, really stressful and feel like you're consistently walking on eggshells if you have a problem with someone that you have to kind of spend a lot of time with. It can be really, really stressful. Even if you don't spend a lot of time with this person, it can be stressful if this is always on your mind, that you need to fix this with this person or make this work with this person. So I feel like you guys are being challenged, and I feel like you're going to get an opportunity to make this resolution. Even if this person passed away, they might be showing up in your dreams or something, but you guys are going to have an opportunity to make a resolution with someone in your life. We also have ground yourself and clean up your space, group 1. Ground yourself and clean up your space. So these are going to be a few things that you guys are definitely going to want to do. Clean up your space, self-explanatory. If your space is cluttered and when you're stressed, you allow your space to get cluttered, clean up your space, organize your space so you can have, fresh energies around you. Grounding yourself is going to be super important. Whenever we talk about grounding, it also talks about your root chakra, and your root chakra is definitely connected to you feeling secure, you feeling safe, you feeling like you're on stable ground, you feeling like you can take care of yourself. So I definitely think, connecting with nature, looking up some root chakra work is going to be really, really good. But I feel like you guys really need to get a handle on this stress, get a handle on this issue from the past that has been nagging you and nagging you and nagging you. Release it once and for all. And I feel like you are going to have to step into a new blessing. It's definitely going to challenge you though. So you're going to have to deal with this stress before you step into this blessing. These two energies don't necessarily align. Someone just stressing all night doesn't really align with this new energy getting a bright new idea. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find a way to bridge that gap and bring yourself to a space where you can make the most of these opportunities that are coming your way. So yes, group 1, that is what we have for you guys. I feel like, coming towards the end of this year and leading up to spring is definitely going to be a chance for you guys to do some deep, deep healing, possibly even some inner child work, depending on where this relationship comes from. So make sure that you show up for yourself and you're ready to do it. Also, we have clean your space and ground yourself. So make sure you remember that. If you guys want to book a releasing session with me, a private session, a recorded reading, whatever the case may be, check the link down below in the description to see where you can book sessions with me and mentorships as well. But I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. All right, group 2, let's get into this. We have all cups for you guys. So lots of love, lots of relationships. Ooh, child, let's get into this, group 2. So we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. And we also have the King of Cups. The 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the King of Cups. So again, this reading is about how you can make the steps to finally address, to finally deal with, come to terms with, to finally release whatever has been nagging you and nagging you. If there's been something that you've been needing to work on, this is going to be the time to do it. So with all of this love stuff, I feel like this is all about relationships and preparing to step into beautiful, great, loving, incredible relationships. If you guys have been alone for a long time, if you've been suffering and just wanting community, then hats off to you. I feel like you definitely have done the work, or you're going to be in the process of doing the work. We also have within the next few months, so I feel like you guys are definitely going to be meeting somebody soon, or you're going to have an opportunity to do something soon that's going to set you off on a beautiful track to connect with a lot of people in love. So with this 10 of Cups, this talks about great relationships, getting exactly what you want, emotional fulfillment, happy relationships, happy couples, everything coming together, really crossing that finish line in love and relationships and finally having what you need. Also with this 7 of Cups, this is the energy of having a lot of options, needing to make a decision and kind of needing to get out of your head so much. So I feel like maybe you guys have, been working on these great relationships for a while, some of you, and you need to get out of your head. You need to accept that it is what it is. We also have trust. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys need to kind of trust, like, I can trust this person. I can believe this person. I can have faith that this relationship is going to work out versus, being real skeptical about things or not really, trusting someone to come in your life and take care of you. Also with the King of Cups, this talks about a beautiful partner, someone that's very emotionally intelligent, someone that is going to be able to really take care of you 110% in love, meet you exactly where you are, give you the things that you need on an entirely different level. This is really about someone showing up for you in a really, really beautiful and transformative way. So I feel like you guys have a great opportunity right now to connect with a beautiful, safe, loving, growing, engaging, intimate relationship. And it's really about you doing the necessary work to prepare yourself to step into that. You actually have to get some clarity and ask yourself, is this really what I want? Am I really ready for this? What do I need to work on to step into this space? So we have a few messages about success, guys. We have star, guaranteed success, and we also have key, a successful outcome to your problems. A successful outcome to your problems. So I definitely think things are going to work out great for you guys. We also have apple. This says temptation will test you. And we have bat. This says take care. Enemies are working against you. Take care. Enemies are working against you. So I feel like some of you guys, you've had to go through some things in friendship. Like I said, some of us have been alone. Some of us have done a lot of up and down. You know what I'm saying? You might cut somebody off and then start asking yourself, did I make the right choice? Is this really what I need? Or even later down the line, when you find yourself happy in relationships, you still think about those relationships from the past. You really want to just trust that you made the right choice. We have temptation will test you. So you might even have a past relationship coming back up or something that maybe you used to go for happening again. And you're going to be challenged to say, no, I'm not tolerating this. Or maybe you'll have to see yourself step back into a similar situation that you already been delivered from, that you already been brought from, And again, with this bat energy, I feel like you might have some people around you that aren't really trustworthy. I feel like that's why we have to step into this trust so you guys can trust and believe in yourself. Now, we also have third chakra. Archangel Chamael, this is our solar plexus chakra, which rules our self-esteem, how we view ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. I definitely think if you've had some bad friends or people who just have been messy, working against you, not really who you think they are, it's because you kind of do that to yourself. If you allow people to play with you, it's only because you play with yourself. It's only because you think that you deserve that on a certain level. If you didn't feel like you deserved that, you wouldn't have stuck around. And for some of you, you realize what you didn't deserve, and that kind of made you maybe separate from people or say, hey, y'all, this isn't really what I need right now, or this isn't really what I want right now. And I think maybe people have been like, okay, I feel like for some of you, people have straight cut you off. For some of you, people are still around you acting like they respect your new boundaries, but they really don't. So you really, really, really have to be careful about, who you are trusting right now and who's around you. I think you're going to have a great relationship come in, yes, but there is a lot of reflection to do, a lot of releasing to do. And, you want to be mindful of all of the things that have caused you to maybe not trust or not faith in this current situation. We also have daughter romance, of course. Daughter romance, so I feel like I've been saying, you guys are definitely stepping into a great new space romantically. I think it's going to be awesome and exactly what you need. I just feel like you guys are going to be doing a lot of work as well to unpack different pain that you've experienced on the journey to making this great connection. We also have be still and connect with crystals. Be still and connect with crystals. So being intentional with the time that you spend by yourself, being present in the moment, focusing on where you are right now, doing some stillness meditation, and also connecting with crystals. There could be some crystals that you guys might want to use. Rose quartz is great for heart healing, so that could be something that you guys pick up on. Rose quartz is also great for self-love. But yeah, guys, I feel like y'all are in a space of building your confidence, knowing who you are, taking care of yourself, and really stepping into some great relationships. So yes, group 2. I feel like you guys are finally going to be able to handle some trauma that you've experienced in love and relationships way back when. I feel like you're finally going to be able to deal with it, understand why you were in that space, learn what you need to learn from that situation, and release it once and for all. And I think that's going to open up some great spaces for you in love and connections. So yes, that is what we have for you, group 2. If you picked group 2 and it resonated, please let me know down below in the comment section. If you guys want to do a releasing session, get a pre-recorded reading, a mentorship, whatever the case may be, check the link where you can see where you can book sessions with me, private one-on-one sessions. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. I hope everyone's doing great, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. Alrighty. Group 3, we have a beautiful reading for you guys. Let's get right into it. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And we also have the Emperor. So all energies here about career, success, abundance, Pentacles, the Emperor, being in control, being a boss, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So I'm definitely feeling like, if you guys are feeling nervous about stepping into a new space, or if you typically have a lot of nerves when it's time for you to step into something different career-wise, be comfortable being a student and just get comfortable with the purpose of the journey. You guys are in your current space. We have a lot of messages here about being a student, about understanding what that means, and about not putting all of that unnecessary pressure on yourself. When you're in a space where you need support, you need love, you need the energies around you to give you what you need, then ask for it. Step into it 110%, because what's going to happen when you don't step into it 110%? You'll end up in a space where you're not trusting yourself. You'll end up in a space where you are the boss, but you don't trust yourself to make decisions. You don't trust yourself to make good mistakes and be able to learn from your mistakes. You really have to support yourself first as you're on this journey, and be open to the support from other people as well. And also not taking things personally. I feel like if you guys fail or make a bad choice, you really come down hard on yourselves, and your energies don't want you to do that. Your energies want you to be able to learn freely now and forever, make mistakes freely now and forever. So you're always growing, you're always elevating, and you don't ever have to feel like you're not doing the right thing or like you're not showing up for yourself as you need to. Okay, we also have a few different messages, guys, about giving and receiving advice. We have Owl, good advice from a wise person, and we also have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. You should accept valid criticism. Some of y'all have never gotten a reading, have never been to therapy, have never gotten advice from somebody, have never had a mentor, have never asked anybody what you think about this. You guys need to step into a student role and be comfortable being a student. I feel like you guys are going to be coming across, of course, people that are very wise, people that can give you advice, people that have been where you've been. So allow yourself to connect with people, allow yourself to use these resources, and also accept valid criticism. There are things that you could be doing better. So accept the valid criticism. Accept it. We also have Crown, honor and respect will come to you. And we have Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Birth, conception of a child or enterprise. So for some of you guys, if you want to have kids, then this could be your season to get yourself together. But for some of y'all, it's about to be a business. For some of y'all, you want to start a business. That's your goal. You want to be the boss. Again, the Emperor energy is definitely about this Crown energy. The Emperor is respected. The Emperor is trusted. You go to the Emperor when you have a question. You go to the Emperor when you need leadership. That's the energy of the Emperor. Someone who can lead, someone who can support you, someone who can teach you, someone who can recognize leadership qualities in others. You're going to connect with an Emperor that's going to nurture you as you become an Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles talks about mentorship, being a student, learning and growing as you go. And that's a big, big part of the journey. And you can't have the finish line without that. So really allow yourself to be open to that, because I feel like it's time for you guys to make some moves in business. And you're definitely going to, really be able to benefit from that support that you have around you. We also have Storm Warning and a woman holding a heart. Storm warning and a woman holding a heart. So again, support. When you are in a storm, when you're stressed, when you're overwhelmed, reach out to people. A woman holding a heart. This could be your best friend. This could be your partner. This could be, someone that you look to for advice. There's definitely a feminine energy that's offering you support right now. So take it. Accept the support. And the storm is not going to last forever. We have the number 10 at the top of this storm card. So we know that storms don't last forever. Storms are temporary, and storms are there to set you up for a brighter day, a new beginning, a fresh start. And we have to know that and understand that and be ready to step into it. We also have ask for help from others and look for a sign. Ask for help from others and look for a sign, of course. Ask for help. Ask for help, y'all. Ask for help. Ask for help. Y'all need to ask for help. You have been needing to ask for help for years and you never do it. You need to ask for help. You need to ask for help, and we have look for a sign. Help and signs are the same thing. If you're in a space where you need something and you're not asking for help, you too bold, or you feel too proud to ask for help, you're not going to miss the sign. The signs come in the help. If you're not asking for help, you're not even going to be able to get signs. You won't even know what angel numbers mean. You won't even know what your dreams mean. You have to be willing and open to ask for help. When you're closed off from asking for help for people, you probably don't really pray that much. And if you do, you feel like God ain't listening, or you feel like what you got going on ain't that important, or you feel like, well, other people got it worse, you have to give validity to what you need. You have to feel like what you need is important enough for you to call on your friends, call on your family, call on your partner, whoever. You have to be able to look for a sign, and that comes from asking and accepting the help. So be open to asking and accept for help. Deal with some ego stuff. If you guys have some ego, some pride issues that's making you feel uncomfortable asking for help from people, then you need to get it together. Because as the emperor, how can you be the emperor if you're not comfortable doing this? How can you become the emperor, become the person that's a wise leader, if you can't be a good follower? We also have burning bowl ritual and sing. Burning bowl ritual and sing. I would definitely recommend you guys writing down, like for your burning bowl ritual, I am releasing pride. I am releasing any energies of doubt, any insecurity, any idea that makes me feel like I'm not as successful. I'm not as powerful. I'm not as strong if I'm asking for help or if I need help. We all need help from somebody, and you have to learn how to ask for help and receive help to really be a good leader. A leader has to understand the point of the people that they, are helping and guiding. If you've never asked for help, then how can you help the people that need the help? You have to be able to understand where people are coming from. So you have to be able to go through the growing pains and learn from them, because eventually you're going to be in a position where you have to help those people. And I feel like you know that, and you've been on that journey to step into that, but now it's like, okay, are you going to do it or not? Because you can be a student for the rest of your life if you want to, and just keep being a bad student and never graduate. Or you can be the best student of life that you can be, learn from this stuff, grow from it, be humble, get through it, and be able to be the boss that you want to be. So yes, group 3, that's what I have for you guys. I feel like it's time to release those energies once and for all and step into this new season. Success is yours. It's coming. Support is yours. It's coming. Everything that you need is going to be presented to you, but you have to be ready to accept. So if you picked group 3 and this resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you guys want to book a session with me, a releasing session, a recorded reading, a live session, a mentorship, whatever the case may be, check the link down below in the description box to get into it. And of course, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, bless. All right, group 4, let's go ahead and get into your tea, last but certainly not least. So we have the Hermit, we have the Lovers, and we have the Queen of Wands. Was this in reverse? I don't believe so. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. So what do you guys need to deal with once and for all that you have been saying you're going to deal with? You've been saying you want to deal with it. What do you need to release and let go of and deal with once and for all? So with this Hermit and this Lovers, I feel like your energies just want you to, kind of have a healthier relationship between yourself and also your other relationships in your life. So you might want to do some heart chakra work, because your heart chakra is connected to all relationships. The relationship you have to yourself, to money, to everything. And we do have some energies here about greed, about being greedy. So, you might really want to make sure that you can deal with some heart chakra stuff so you have a better relationship to everything. Whenever you're in hermit mode, you want to be able to do the work, to reflect, to really embrace the time that you spend on your own. And whenever you're in a space of the Lovers, you want to be able to enjoy love. You want to be able to enjoy the space you're in. If you are called back to hermit mode, you want to be able to step back into that, and as the Queen of Wands, this talks about being able to let your light shine, getting a lot of attention from people, being a social butterfly, being in a space where you have no shame. You love who you are. You love every part of who you are. You're walking around with your chest out, with the best parts of you on display. You know what I'm saying? Like letting people see you, in full, being loud and being bold about who you are versus, keeping yourself within. So I feel like that Queen of Wands is kind of like the balance of the Lovers and the Hermit, knowing who you are, having such a deep relationship with yourself, but also being able to share that love that you have for yourself with the people around you. And I feel like you guys have been fighting that. Maybe you either take care of yourself and shut everybody out, or you take care of everybody else and you can't connect with yourself. So this is about you guys finding that balance. We also have good fortune and beware of greed, beetle and pig. We have the beetle that says good fortune and the pig that says beware of greed. So again, with this imbalance, There's good fortune coming, there's increase coming, there's abundance coming, but you also want to make sure that you're not being greedy. You also want to make sure that you're not being too big-eyed, that you're not, eating more than you can handle, that your eyes ain't bigger than your stomach, that you're not in a space where you want more than what you can really, really handle. Also, you want to be in a space where you remember it's not just for you. Your gifts, your talents, it's for you to share to other people. That's really an important part of your journey. So, there is no room for greed when you're in a space of good fortune, because if you're greedy, it won't ever feel like good fortune. You'll always feel like you need more. You'll always feel like you don't have enough. You'll always feel like there's something else that you need to do to grow and elevate. And sometimes you're doing enough. It's just about believing and having faith and trusting that you're doing enough. And I think that's what you guys need to do. You need to trust that you're doing enough, because when you're able to do that, there is no greed. You're able to really believe that you're in the right space that you need to be in. We also have moon, changes in your life, and we have angel, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Moon, changes in your life, and angel, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. We also have ask your angels. Ask your angels. Ask your angels. So do some prayer. You know what I'm saying? Pray if you need to. Ask for help. I feel like you have a lot of protection already, but make sure that you just connect with your angels. You connect with God on a regular basis so you can feel that connection. We always know God is with us, but you feel it even more when you acknowledge it. So acknowledge that God's presence. Acknowledge that you have, guardian angels looking after you, spirit guides looking after you. Also, we have moon changes in your life. So you're stepping into a space where things are going to switch up. You might need to be around others. You might need to take some time for yourself, but you have to be learning as you're making those changes, not getting too attached to one season, just being open to the flow. We also have let go. Let go. So definitely time for some release, definitely time to let go of things that we cannot control, time to let go of things that are blocking us from connecting with ourselves and connecting with others. We also have door to value. Door to value, and we have man holding a coin. Man holding a coin. So this talks about a rich man. If you're a man, then you could be rich, becoming rich very soon. This talks about a rich man, a rich masculine energy coming into your life, and daughter value. So we have the lovers here, which talks about a perfect divine balance. So I feel like, with the lovers and with the daughter value and the man holding a coin, you're stepping into a lot of abundance, but so are the people that are coming into your life. So there's going to be more value, more worth to the connections that you're in, because it's not just about you getting what you need. They're going to be getting what they need as well. You're going to be elevating them as well. They're going to be growing and expanding as well. And I feel like that's what you guys have missed, being in a space where, you're not the only one that has the goals. You're not the only one that's trying to achieve certain things. You have people around you that are right there with you. So, you feel that tangible support. You feel like you can connect with them in a different way. Also, we have look for the stars and pleasure. Look for the stars and pleasure. So look for the stars. This is telling you to be mindful of what's going on in the cosmos. I would definitely tell you to look up, maybe the full moon and new moon schedule, or even look up your birth chart. If you've been wanting to look into your birth chart and just figure out what you can learn from that, that could be good to help you understand a little bit more about yourself. And also we have pleasure. So spending some intentional time with yourself, being mindful of the time that you spend to yourself, being intimate with yourself, making a moment of it, lots of self-love, and being very, very intentional in that. So I feel like the name of the game right now is pouring into yourself, continuously doing the healing, dealing with the greed, dealing with the shyness, dealing with the doubt, dealing with whatever causes you to push down your light, push down your greatness, dealing with those things, dealing with whatever is bringing an imbalance into your life, so you can make these things make sense and step into these new relationships that are definitely going to be serving you in a very, very divine way. So yes, group 4, that is what I have for you guys, for what you need to finally let go of as we step into this next season. I hope you guys enjoyed the spread. If you picked group 4 and this reading resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. I appreciate you guys as always. If you want to book a releasing session with me, a live session, a recorded reading, a mentorship, whatever the case may be, check the link in the description box to get into it. But I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.